Let's say you want to start waking up at 7 a.m. instead of 8 a.m. You set your new alarm, you go to sleep early, and you fall asleep excitedly thinking about all the benefits you will receive once you wake up, as you will have that one extra hour, one extra opportunity to be productive. The next morning comes and your alarm goes off. You wake up excited and use that extra hour as you intended. This goes on for a few days and you are really proud of yourself for improving in this aspect. Then day 4 comes around and you turn off your alarm to let yourself sleep 10 more minutes. You wake up 5 hours later than your alarm. You feel very bad for ruining this good streak of waking up early, but instead of jumping right back and starting again, you let yourself sleep like that for a few more days, and then once again, hyped up, you promise yourself that from now on you will wake up at 7 a.m. Does this story sound familiar? Maybe for you it was not about waking up earlier, but sticking to your diet, to your workout plan, or just building some other new habit. Bottom line is that whenever we are trying to improve, it seems more often than not we inevitably crash and repeat the cycle over and over. This is what I like to call the improvement cycle. Instead of gradually improving with no setbacks, the improvement cycle seems to give us short-term improvement and then a period of degradation in regards to that improvement, so that we either end up in a worse place than we started or in the same place. This is something I've been struggling from the very start of my self-improvement journey, and I'm pretty sure that many of you guys can also relate to this as well. There are things that I actually improved on and keep improving on with little to no degradation. For example, my work ethic. If you would have seen me when I was a teenager, I am 100% sure that you would think that that was a different person. Nowadays, although I need my rest from time to time, I'm actually able to sit down and do something productive instead of just always playing video games, hanging out with friends, and consuming the internet like back in the day. Where I actually struggle is, for example, on my diet. This is the improvement cycle for me. I spend a few days being very good on my diet and then inevitably crashing and just eating a meal or just spending the whole day eating junk food. There are other improvement cycles in my life that I'm now started to actually seriously look for an answer to how to stop this, as in the past I would just use the same strategies hoping for the best. I'm leaning towards 3 solutions to the improvement cycle or cycles. 1. I need to gradually improve. Although I try my best to improve slowly and build habits slowly, I am more of an impulsive person, and sometimes I lack the patience to gradually improve step by step, which ultimately backfires as nothing worthwhile is achieved fast. 2. I need to approach with balance. Slowing down and doing things with balance is something I always knew but never fully implemented practically. I tried approaching the diet example by letting myself eat both good food and bad food to kind of create this balance, but I always found myself leaning towards junk food more. I think that I haven't grasped what it actually means to do something with balance, or maybe just there are things that can be balanced and there are things that have to be viewed as like all or nothing. For example, this summer again I started smoking. It wasn't every day and more when I went on trips and hung out with friends. I knew and I know that smoking is not something that I can do with balance. I either have to quit it completely or I will start smoking regularly, because about 3 years ago I started smoking and didn't stop for like 6 months. And then I went for 2 years of abstinence, no alcohol even, no smoking, nothing. And now this summer again I relapsed. That's why I made a promise to a good friend of mine to not do it anymore and make him hold me accountable. This leads me to the third possible solution of escaping the improvement cycle: knowing yourself. I recently became way more interested in the subconscious and its relation to the conscious. According to the psychiatrist Carl Jung, if we balance both the subconscious and the conscious, we can actualize ourselves fully. That's what I want to achieve, and I'm now in the process of looking for answers on how to do it. I'm starting to learn that knowing your subconscious means knowing your impulses, your desires, the dark side of yourself, the self you don't want to admit being, or the self that you actually are. Once you understand the monster within you, you can then fully understand yourself. This is actually the first time in a long time when I'm actually branching out to something so radically different than Stoicism. Stoicism teaches you not to be distracted and focus yourself with just a few authors, a few reading materials to kind of fully analyze that and just give it full focus. I think now that this doesn't keep you in one place, but it kind of doesn't let you understand anything fully, as sometimes you really need different stories, different ideas to understand the full picture. That's why I believe I am entering a stage of dying and being reborn again. Hopefully I come out of all of this with more knowledge and less confusion. There are still many things I don't know, and I don't even know if I will know, but I want to try. I know this video is just me ranting, but I really wanted to get this off my chest and to share it with you guys, and maybe this helps some of you to kind of organize the way you feel and think as well. I'll try my best to create quality content for you guys, but I can't promise that it will be quick, because now I really want to kind of focus and just learn and read and just consume everything that with all of this new stuff that I'm now interested in. I will try my best to create short videos here and on Instagram, and if you've enjoyed this video, for example, it would really help me out if you could leave a like on it and subscribe for more self-improvement content. YouTube shows me that like 99% of my viewers or something like that come from like new viewers and not the guys that subscribe, so probably you're not getting recommendation to my videos. So if you've stumbled on this video, I would highly recommend just clicking that bell icon. I know every YouTuber says this, but like if you guys enjoy my content and you don't want to miss it, click that bell icon, because otherwise YouTube just doesn't recommend my videos, and you know, that's probably, if you enjoy them, that's a lose-lose for me and for you. As always, if you want to support my channel and myself, you can go to my Patreon or my PayPal, and on Patreon, as always, there's kind of a separate tier for the Discord community, Disciples of Life, and if you support me on that, you'll get exclusive access to communicate with me and other guys that are also in the improvement journey. And if you just want to support my channel, just one-time thing, you can do that by going to my PayPal, and that's in the description, as well as with everything that I mentioned here, it's in the description most likely, so go and do that. With that said, thank you so much for watching this video, and as always, stay on your journey.